gang. It has been beyond a minute. It's been forever since I've been here. I've been a ghost over here in the vlogging sense. I have been here basically every dang day though, sharing truth bombs and tips like I always do on my shorts. But in terms of vlogging, it's been a while, and I wanted to come on today with Gregory, who's just hanging out, to share something. I'm feeling an emotion that I've never felt before. To be honest, I didn't know that it was a thing. I didn't know this kind of thing existed. But YouTube lost a pioneer, a giant, an angel, one of the most incredible souls. And what I've been feeling, and me along with millions of other people, is called parasocial grief. This is a type of grief that happens when you've never met someone, so you don't know them personally, but his name is Adam the Woo, and his real name is David Adam Williams, but his channel was called Adam the Woo. And like I said, he was a pioneer of YouTube. And he filmed daily vlogs every single day for years. And if you're not familiar really with the back end of YouTube, that is a commitment. I did daily vlogs for a long time back when I first started. It's so unbelievably difficult. You work way more than any full-time job, but he genuinely just wanted to share his life and himself. And he is one of the main reasons that I even started my channel. Because back when I started, I thought, oh my gosh, I'm in my 30s at the time. I think I was in my 30s. Like, people, you know, they're young when they do YouTube. They're doing all these crazy videos. They have all this fancy editing style. And Adam really inspired me because he never did fancy editing. He didn't do, you know, the crazy things. He was just real, and he would talk about deep things, meaningful things, but he would also just be silly and have fun and just be real. And it really inspired me back then. And then over time, through the years, I had my business going and all this stuff, and I just got out of vlogging and got out of just being vulnerable and being real on camera. It's not easy for a lot of us, and I'm an introvert, and a lot of people would think there's no way in hell if they see me online all the time that I'm introverted, but such is the truth, right? So it really inspired me when I learned of his passing to pick the camera back up, to share, to talk about important things, meaningful things, fun things, silly things, and just to share. Because his passing was really a heavy reminder that our time isn't infinite. And it made me lean way harder into the best New Year's resolution advice I have ever heard. I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because psychologically there is a reason that they fail by the time February rolls around. But on the Diary of a CEO podcast, which if you have not checked that podcast out, that is one of the most amazing podcasts. I think it's the most amazing podcast. Stephen Bartlett is the owner of that podcast, and he had Chris Williamson on. And they were talking about New Year's resolutions. And Chris Williamson was saying, imagine your life was a movie, and your viewers, aka the audience, is watching this movie of your life. What would they be screaming at their TV for you to do or not do? Do you know what I mean? So for me, I knew, like, my passion is YouTubing. I love it. Like, this is my favorite form of creative self-expression. And I got into this huge rut of, I have to have the most amazing, brilliant things to say, and I better be perfect in how I look and present myself. And just, I got out of really the joy of it. And so my audience would be screaming at their TV, turn the camera on, get YouTube going, make a video, just be you, just be real. And so comment below, what would the audience of the movie of your life be screaming at the TV for you to do or maybe not do anymore? That's what you should be doing. We just spend so much time in the back end of our lives getting ready for the perfect moment to launch into whatever really speaks to our hearts, and we forget to actually launch. So if that can inspire you too, as much as it inspired me, I hope you do end up doing something that speaks to your heart. Anyway, what's going on in my world for 2026? I have completely retired my old coaching model. I will no longer be coaching the way that I was. Instead, I am starting a movement. And what I'm doing is I am taking all of the very best leading edge information that I have not only learned, memorized, but also been practicing in my life from the world's greatest minds in biology, neuroscience, dream life creation, manifestation. And I am putting it all into a home base, a hub, because it's time to stop learning. It's time to start living. People are still trying to study this information and learn techniques. And I did that for years and never ended up living my dream life. But when I stopped studying and I just stepped into my dream life and created the me outside of myself that I truly wanted to present to the world, the me I truly want to live as. Like, we all have this version of ourselves that we truly want to live as out loud. And for some reason, some programming, some patterning, fears, doubts, we don't allow ourselves to be the fullest expression of that, right? And to be witnessed as that by others is huge. It's just so hard to maintain a new identity if your environment is still the old environment. So I wanted to create a space for people that not only teaches exactly step by step how to go about this after having lived my dream life now for years, but also a community where you can be witnessed as the highest version of yourself, where you can pop on to get support any minute of the day, any day that you need support, where you want to just be and feel this actual 3D reality transforming into your dream version of it. It is called the Integration Suite, and I am so excited. I am sending out some huge perks for the first 50 members. Some of those spots are already taken, but if you're interested in this and you want any info, comment suite below or send me an email to kelly@subconsciousrewrite.com. The info's in the description. And so I hope you get the gusto to do what lights you up. And don't put a time limit on yourself or I have to do it by January 1st. Obviously that's over now, but it's a delicate process sometimes to allow the unfolding of yourself to really happen authentically. But just start. Do one thing today that the ideal version of yourself that you truly want to live as would do. Reach out to me anytime. I'm always here to chat about any of this. But for now, I'm back to back end creating. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you real soon in the vlogging space because we're starting it up with all of its imperfections.